Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from group 2 and we want to explain the material about meaning and how to get knowledge, the nature of science, and basic understanding of science. So for save time, for the first speaker, Anisa Salsabiila, time is yours.
Thank you to moderator. Next, meaning of knowledge. According to our group, knowledge is the latest information, fact, or something new that we get consciously by learning. This is supported by, according to Turban. Knowledge is fact, thought, or information obtained through experience or learning posteriori or through introspection priori. Next, how to get knowledge. First, scientific method. The stage is scientific activities, namely first formulation of the problem, second framework of thinking, third hypothesis formulation, fourth hypothesis test, and the last conclusion. Okay, that's from me. Back to moderator.
Okay, thanks to Anisa. For the next to Husnathul Khulfah, time is yours.
Okay, I will explain about how to get knowledge. In the second through experience, John Locke, the father of empirism, said that when humans are born, their minds are kind of empty notebook, tabula rasa, and in that notebook record sensory experience in Masukurah 20 and 13. And all that knowledge is gained by way of use and compare ideas acquired from senses and such simple reflection. Experience result from an object, then stimulate a device terrace, which is turn cause natural stimulation. Forward to the brain, inside the brain, the source of the stimulation was understood as they are, or based on the stimuli they generate response the object that have stimulate sense, that when the sense are formed. And that phenomenalism. Everyone can have knowledge about something according to its own circumstance, but as something it appear to him which this known phantom knowledge. The phenom is a synthesis of knowledge between April and the exterior, can stimulate sense that is embraced by reason in the form of experience and linked according by category of experience and systemically organized by the way of reasoning. Thus, a person is impossible able to understand the absolute nature of things. Okay, that's all from me. Back to moderator.
Okay, thanks to all. And then Fikrah Hafiz to Fikrah, time is yours.
Okay. The next material is the nature of science. So, in essence, scientific activity based on three main problems, namely what they want to know, how obtain knowledge, and what is the value of knowledge. So, in the nature of science, we will discuss about the ontology, epistemology, and axiology that will answer the best question. Next. We can see the opinion of Bahrum. Ontology is the study of the nature and state of everything in the universe. It's like when I wake up this morning, I see the sun, so I know the existence of the sun. And the epistemology is a science that studies the source of knowledge, or how we can know or get knowledge. It's like from the book we can know some knowledge like math, science, etc. And axiology is the theory or value related of usefulness or the knowledge that has been obtained. It's like what is the value of the knowledge? It's the function of the knowledge. So if you have a knowledge, what is the function of knowledge? It's about the axiology. So we can know that ontology discuss the nature of thing, epistemology discuss how we get knowledge, and axiology is the science that deals with the benefits of knowledge. I think that's all from me. Back to moderator.
Okay, thanks to Fikrah and Suni. The next is Trinindi. To Trinindi, time is yours.
Okay, the next is basic understanding of science. So in the slide, we can see that basic understanding of science, the first is fact, second concept, third principle, fourth theory, and five law. And they are related to each other. Next slide. Indonesian Dictionary or KBBI state that science is something related to knowledge, or it can also be said scientific. So we can conclude that science is all about knowledge, include natural science, social science, and linguistic. And then Maslika Ashari in Velayati 2016, page 9, argues that a collection of knowledge arranged in the form of facts, concepts, principles, theories, and law in science. So that means science is form, fact, concepts, principle, theory, and law. Okay, that's all from me. I give it back to moderator.
Okay, thank you to Trinindi. The next material will be explained by me. First fact, according to Scandinavian Validity 2016, state facts are statements about objects that really exist or even that really happen and can be observed objectively. In a simple term, fact can be said as something real. The real meaning here is something that can be felt by the five senses. And then concept. The concept, according to Validity 2016, is an idea that can unite facts or link between interconnected facts. In other words, the principle. Next, before slide, please. So the concept is a simple conclusion that can describe a collection of interrelated facts. The next slide. And principle. In Validity 2016, principle are generalization or general conclusion about the relationship between related concepts. In other words, the principle is the simplification of related concepts. And for theory, invalidity states that theory is a general statement of principle that can explain and predict natural phenomena. It can be concluded that theory emerges from a collection of existing principles. An example is the theory of meteorology that predicting when the rainy season will start, and the theory of the occurrence of rain so that human scientists can make artificial rain. And the last law, in validity, the law is more general that principle because the law has been tested many times and the law is accepted principle even though they are tentative. For example, the law of energy cannot be created and cannot be destroyed, can be changed in other form. For example, from kinetic energy to heat energy. So that is all about our presentation. So for all of you who wants to ask question, time is yours. For Zelina, time is yours.
Okay, thanks to moderator. I will ask a question relating to the nature of science based on ontology, epistemology, and axiology. How to get knowledge, which is in this case, is to give a name and recognize an object and its other components for the first time. For example, a chair. Why is it called a chair? Okay, thank you, moderator. I will back to the moderator.
Okay, thanks you to Zelina. Zelina question will be answered by Fikrah Hafiz. Fikrah, time is yours.
Okay, for Zelina's question is about how can we give a name that that thing is a chair, or how can we know that this is a chair? It's like in the beginning, of course, we have knowledge about the thing. If with our five senses, like with our eyes, we can see a thing and we know the existence of the thing. And then with epistemology, we can ask like, how to get knowledge. How can I know that this is a chair? Like I see a thing in front of me and I don't know what is this thing. And then I can ask my mom, like, Mom, what is this thing? And my mom answer me like, this is a chair, darling. So at the time, I know that this is a chair. So in epistemology, how to get knowledge? It's like I get the knowledge that this is a chair from my mom. And it's so many ways to get knowledge, like in with your book, or from your teacher, from your friend, even with your experience, you can get knowledge. And And then actually, if we know this is a chair, we know that we can sit in the chair on the chair. So next time, if you want to sit, we can sit on the chair. So the benefit of the knowledge about the chair is we can use a chair for sit. I think that's all my answer. I hope you can understand with my explanation. I'm sorry if I have a mistake. Thank you. I give back to moderator.
Okay, thanks to Ika. That is all about group 2 presentation. We give to the next group 3. Time is yours.